In January 2016, a shocking murder case unfolded in Indonesia, gripping the entire nation. It was a story of friendship, betrayal, and a cup of cyanide-laced coffee. Today, we'll dive into the mysterious case of Jessica Kumala Wongso, who was accused of poisoning her friend Mirna Salihin at a cafe in Jakarta. Jessica Kumala Wongso and Wayan Mirna Salihin had been close friends since their time studying together in Australia. Despite their friendship, tensions had grown between the two in the months leading up to the incident. In January 2016, Jessica invited Mirna and another friend to meet for coffee at Olivier Cafe in Jakarta. Jessica arrived early and ordered drinks for the group, including an iced Vietnamese coffee for Mirna. Shortly after taking a sip of the coffee, Mirna collapsed, experiencing severe convulsions. She was rushed to the hospital, but tragically passed away within hours. Doctors later confirmed that Mirna had been poisoned with cyanide. From the beginning, Jessica became the prime suspect. Surveillance footage from the cafe showed Jessica behaving suspiciously, including placing the drinks on the table before her friends arrived. Investigators found no clear motive, but noted Jessica's strange behavior, such as her calm demeanor during the incident, and her refusal to visit Mirna in the hospital after the poisoning. Police also pointed out that Jessica had ordered the coffee for Mirna, raising questions about her intention. After weeks of investigation, Jessica Kumala Wongso was arrested and charged with Mirna's murder. The case drew intense media attention, with many speculating about Jessica's motive, ranging from jealousy to unresolved tensions from their time in Australia. The trial of Jessica Kumala Wongso was broadcast live, making it one of the most publicized trials in Indonesian history. Prosecutors argued that Jessica had poisoned Mirna out of jealousy and bitterness, but they struggled to provide concrete evidence linking her directly to the cyanide. Jessica's defense team insisted that the evidence was circumstantial. They pointed out that no fingerprints or traces of cyanide were found on Jessica or her belongings. They also questioned the timeline and the investigation procedures, suggesting that the evidence could have been mishandled or that Mirna might have ingested the poison elsewhere. The trial divided public opinion, with some believing Jessica was innocent and others convinced she was guilty. In October 2016, after months of testimony and media coverage, the court found Jessica Kumala Wongso guilty of premeditated murder. She was sentenced to 20 years in prison. The judge cited Jessica's behavior on the day of the incident and her possible motive as key factors in the decision. The case has continued to spark debate, with Jessica's supporters arguing that the trial was biased and that the evidence was insufficient to prove her guilt. Jessica's legal team filed multiple appeals, but her conviction has been upheld. The Jessica Kumala Wongso case highlighted issues within Indonesia's criminal justice system, including the handling of forensic evidence and the influence of media in high-profile cases. It also drew international attention due to Jessica's ties to Australia, where she had previously lived and studied. Years after the verdict, the case remains one of the most talked about in Indonesia, with documentaries, news specials, and discussions still circulating. In summary, the Jessica Kumala Wongso case is a tragic story of a friendship turned deadly, with lingering questions about the true events of that fateful day. Whether Jessica was guilty or a victim of a flawed investigation, this case has left a lasting mark on Indonesia's legal and media landscape. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more true crime stories.